pull a card.
Yeah, anybody can pull a card. I'm using it, though, because it's part of my character. And I had Jesse go ahead and loop it for me, so when it empties out, it just reshuffles itself. Because I was having trouble with that before, and I'm over here like, this is annoying.
Fair.
All right, everybody ready to play some D&D?
Let's go.
Woo. All right. So let me roll a. I don't have a D5, so I'll just use a D4. Okay. So the way that the story begins is you all are separated on the various continents of the world, and for the most part, most of you have lived a normal life. No magic, no nothing out of the ordinary. For some of you, magic has always been a part of your life. Which leads us to our first character. Inside the Academy Strixhaven, we find ourselves inside the library. Let me see if I can remember how to pronounce the damn place name, because they have stupidly long names.
Aren't you the DM? Can you just shorten it?
No.
No.
This is actually from Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, but you can pronounce it however you want. You're the
Well,
DM.
and pretty much you're DM. You don't have to do book by book. You're DM. You're God. Who cares?
That's what I keep telling them.
You're
God.
God. Who cares? Who cares?
Well, this one I'm actually following what it says.
Okay.
So, inside the library at Quandric, specifically, we have our first character. Nick, would you like to describe your character for us?
So, Azriel is a 19-year-old, brown hair, green-eyed, kind of tan-skinned male.
Harry Potter? What?
Huh?
That's what they've been going on about Harry Potter. Okay.
No, actually,
Is he
I sent
proud?
I sent pictures on the chat before, and he's wearing right now white t-shirt, but he's wearing a vest he made. Half of it is black and silver, and the other half is green and blue. And he's wearing a pair of blue jeans. And he has a backpack on him and a holster filled with playing cards. Talk about concealed carry.
So, what are you doing currently in the library?
I'm tapping my chin and I'm like, let's see, what's our next clue? Damn it, Ty, can you give me like some clue of what we're looking for again? Because I hate going in blind.
It's not my fault that you don't know what you're looking for.
Oh, that's what I need. Let's see. Sealing spells. Well, if we're going to go at...
Give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Real quick.
Nice.
16.
Okay. You actually hear footsteps coming up behind you. They're soft, padded feet, and they're very familiar to you. They're the footsteps of Tanzir Quandrix.
I smile a little bit and go, "Hello, Professor."
Hello there, dear Azrael. And how are your studies going?
I turn around on my
As,
heels.
uh,
I turn around on my heels and put my hands behind my back and go, "Oh, they're going good. Just looking for the next piece of the puzzle."
As you turn, you face this much older wizard. He's got a very short cropped beard and a little hexagonal hat. And his robes and hat are all in various shades of green and blue with different like equation patterns kind of interlaced inside the robes. And he stands at about 6'1", so he's pretty tall for a wizard. Well, considering the burden that you've been endowed with, it's good that you continue to study hard.
And I appreciate the use of the libraries. It's the only place I can get the information I need. Otherwise, they're looking like a nutcase out there. So.
Oh, this was left at the front desk. He's gonna reach into his robes and pull out an envelope. The only thing it has on it is your name
Oh, lovely.
in very nice calligraphy.
I'm gonna chuckle and say, "Well, I know it's not the introduction for a new school. I have no intention of going to a new school, but this looks a little weird. Only because there's nothing else on it. Not even a return address. Do you know who delivered it?"
Oh, I assume it was magically deposited here.
Well, that's fairly to assume. All right. I'm gonna start to open it up. At least I know it's not an anthrax. At least I know it's not an anthrax bomb.
A what now?
At least I know it's not an anthrax bomb.
What is anthrax?
Oh, it's a more non-magical way of poisoning mass humans. There was an attack quite a few years back, apparently. Nothing to worry about now, as I'm pretty sure that really hasn't come around since then. We would have heard about it somewhere, but...
Those are such cruel people.
Idiots, too, honestly.
You're gonna open up the letter, and inside is this beautiful calligraphy. And inside it's written, Azrael. My name is Che. I am the Mage of Time here in New York City. And I am asking for your help. We currently have a problem that will need your assistance. Please remit your... There's going to be a long pause before it moves on to the next line. Admission to Strixhaven, so that you may come and help us with our little problem. Sincerely, Che.
Good. I'm gonna show the letter to the professor and be like, "Do you know anything? Do you know any mage of time of the city?"
He's gonna look over it. Now you've known the make an insight for me.
Insight. This will be fun. 12.
Okay. While you do know this professor really well, his face remains absolutely like stone solid. You cannot get a read off of what he's feeling.
Okay.
Yes. I know Che. At least I once did.
Okay. So,
She's a mage specifically set inside Manhattan in New York. Gifted practitioner. He's gonna hand you back the letter.
what do you think? I mean, I'm already done with my studies. I've already graduated. Maybe this is the next step, what I need to do.
I personally think it's a waste of time.
Let me go hear them out. Let me see what they want. If anything else, I can always come back.
If you wish, that is your choice. Our doors are open to you.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna gather up the few books I have out and put them in my backpack and just put it on my back. All right. Well, snap. I'll just come back for the book of sealing spells. I'll need one, but I'll look for it later.
As you walk past him, Tamura's going to whisper in your ear. There's something he's not telling you.
You know, I could probably see that, but if it was really bad, he would have at least stopped me. I mean, he's pretty much been one of my parents for quite some time, so I would hope he would want to keep me out of danger. But he knows he can't stop me either.
Fascinating what wizards are willing to hide when they're faced with someone who might be better than them.
And you just see me walk. I just like peek my head out of a doorway, but it's a wall in a subway, and I'm like, is there anybody around?
Now it's probably about 2 in the morning since you've kind of lost yourself in your studies. So not a whole lot of people around right now.
And I'm just
So
gonna like,
you could
I just got like a sweat drop. I'm like, oh, it's late. I better
what
go back
happens
to.
when you basically work underground?
I better go to my apartment. Might be a good idea. And I just walk out and I just head home for now to go get some rest. And I just give not a word from you, Ty. Not a word.
I didn't say a thing.
You were thinking it.
Consume tight.
Don't die.
Trying not to. Okay. The following morning, on the other side of the continent in San Francisco, or not San Francisco, Los Angeles. Sorry, brain fart. At LAX specifically, a young woman steps off of the plane. And it's very early morning. Not a lot of people other than the few flights in this early hour coming into the airport. But this is a new time for them, and it's the beginning of something new. Natsumi, why don't you give us your character?
Okay. Do I share? I don't really want to describe her. I like to share the picture of her since
You
the
can
artist
just
did.
describe like physical appearance and like what they're carrying with them.
She would probably be carrying just a bag full of her study materials since she is still a student for college. She finally is excited. She has a look of glee on her face, as even though she's probably very jet lagged. And she usually wears just, her normal uniform that the school gives her because she's transferring over to the school over at, I guess, over in New York. So she just wears her normal uniform outside of school since she doesn't have really the money to even get uniform. So
Okay. Couple of the shops that are open are starting to open. And like one of the places is a little breakfast spot where you could get something to eat at this early hour in the morning.
she would be looking and at the shops, wondering, getting a closer look at the pricing.
Like many airports, the prices are outrageously expensive.
Then she'll skip it. She poor. She poor.
She poor.
She poor. She poor. Nope. She'll just quietly stare and cry about it. Go like, oh, I wish I could eat that, and just starts walking towards the airport. She's just thinking, man, I can't wait to go to the dormitory. That way I can actually get food.
As you start to make your way through the airport, make a perception check for me.
Give me a minute. Gotta go. Gotta do this real quick. Let's see how good my perception is. I know it's a plus something. Die. Come on, please load. This is what I mean by it takes forever to load. Okay, let's see what I get. Oof, 7.
Sensation of someone or something following you, but every time you look back, you just see passengers from your flight following behind you, all heading towards the same place.
She shrugs it off and just keeps walking.
You get to where they would have like pickups for Uber and Lyft, and you're kind of just standing there wondering probably how you're going to afford a car to get you to where you need to go.
Yep.
When something slaps you on the back of the head.
Howie, what the hell was that?
When you grab it, it's like a piece of paper, like a thick piece of paper.
Can I read it? I guess.
Yeah, it's got your name on it. In like Comic Sans.
Why Comic Sans?
Comic Sans form? Got
Yes,
it.
Comic Sans.
It's
Why Comic
great.
Sans? Like the one, like it could be anything else, and you pick Comic Sans. Dear
Yes,
Lord.
Comic Sans.
It makes sense, seeing how she's from Japan. Interesting. It's all right. I'm intrigued. Let's see what it says.
Inside, you see a letter typed out also in Comic Sans.
Oh my God. All right.
Hi there, Ming-Yao. This is Gertie. I needed to ask you for your help. I'm currently based in New York City, and I kind of, sort of meant to get to you before you hit the States, but that's kind of on my bad. But I'd really like to have you come and join us here. All you have to do is tear up the letter, and we'll get you there right away. Sincerely, Gertie.
Sorry, my dad asked me a question. But she eagerly read it and ripped it. Yeah, she goes, I want food. Rip.
The minute that you tear into the piece of paper, you are immediately popped out of the LAX pickup area, and you land in front of a giant museum.
This is not food.
Very food motivated. 10 out of 10.
She looks like she's about to cry. I just want food, please. I want something to eat, please.
You want something to eat? The voice seems to have come out of nowhere.
She's startled now, looking around. Yes, mysterious voice. I just want something to eat. I haven't eaten. I don't know how many hours, please.
Up here. The voice comes from actually the roof of the museum.
Am I insane? She looks up at the roof.
There's a gargoyle, stone and just slightly cracked, looking down at her with this like toothy grin on its face. Yeah, I was speaking to you.
She second guesses herself and goes like, maybe I'm just very sleep deprived and very dehydrated, or maybe I'm dead. Maybe I'm
Love how
dead.
that's where you go.
Excuse me, you have a better explanation for this?
Yeah, magic.
You mean nothing. That's
No, I mean magic. I vaguely remember saying that. I said that, didn't I, Kathis? And you see another gargoyle's head turn to it. Of course, Minthrathis. Of course you said that.
Again, I thought I could get food. I didn't agree to magic.
Well, if you walk on inside, there's probably food. Gertie is very much helpful in that sort of way.
You promise on your soul.
What soul? We're gargoyles.
You promise on your soul. If you break your promise, I shall break you into a million pieces.
If you can
I want my
reach us.
food. Bet.
Just go inside, you little brat.
Okay. As long as they have food, that's all that matters. She skips inside happily, gleefully.
Okay. Now we move to another part of the country where you have a lab. Test tubes, beakers, microscopes, and people walking around in lab coats. And the room, while silent, is full of the scratching of notes and silent muttering to themselves. Bree, why don't you give us a rundown of your character?
Well, my name is Flores, but you can call me Chloe. She is a Summer Eladrin, descendants of Fae. She has pointy ears. She is of bright yellow skin in the summer, long yellow hair, spikes for armor, kind of medium sized. And I guess you can compare her to a brighter version of Geralt from The Witcher. If that makes sense.
You probably don't have your armor on since you're in the lab.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I gave that away.
It's okay.
But yes, pretty much I'm in a lab coat with yellow skin and yellow hair and pointy ears.
A much smaller green furred man walks over to you. He's also in a lab coat. He comes up about waist high. He's also got pointy ears, but unlike you, he gets his from his goblin heritage.
Ah.
Hey there, Chloe. How you doing?
I'm good. Trying to
You
get
get
this
those vials
experiment
tested
done.
out?
Not yet. I'm almost done. I just have a few centrifuges to go through, and I should be getting those results within an hour or two.
Well, that's good to know. Wouldn't know what to do without you. Such a good scientist.
I try.
It's a shame about the budget cuts, though. Half our department is going to be gone by the end of the month.
That's sad to hear. Knowing
Unfortunately,
science is
that
an
also
important
means
part.
you.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They figured I'd be the better one to tell you. Your
And there isn't
contract is up
anything
at
you
the
can
end of the
do?
month. I tried to fight for you as hard as I could, Chloe.
Damn.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I mean, you have great recommendations from here. I'm sure that you could find another lab to work in.
Okay. Guess I have no choice.
Yeah,
Thanks for fighting for me.
yeah, no problem. I'll definitely be putting in a glowing recommendation for you.
Thank you.
Oh, Felix dropped off the mail this morning, and here's a couple for you. He's gonna reach up high and set a bunch of letters from you. Or for you.
Okay, I'll grab them. And
He's gonna
start
turn
turning.
and walk out. Are you gonna keep working, or are you gonna look through your mail?
Oh, sorry, I thought you heard me. I said I start to open them after he hands them to me.
Okay. There's a couple of advertisements for like restaurants in the area. There's some political stuff in there as well. There's a letter from your mom.
Okay, I'll open that.
My dear sweet Chloe, it's been a while since you came to visit me, so much so I've had to resort to snail mail, since you won't answer any of my emails or my texts. At least here I can get you to read my words. You should really think about coming home. I know that you really like the city and all, but we miss you. And we want you to come home. Sincerely, Mom. P.S. Your brothers are driving me crazy, and I'd really like to have you back at home.
He's giving her hell. Guess I could pay her a visit.
The last letter is actually one that just has your name on it, in Times New Roman.
Oh, I'll go ahead and open that.
Dear Chloris, my name is Hector. I very much wish to impart on you this interesting set of occasions that I find myself needing to send you this correspondence. There's a lot that you don't understand about what you are and what you will soon become. But we need your help. Here in New York, there is a dangerous foe that is trying to destroy all that we are. All you have to do is tear this letter, and you'll be transported to where you can meet with us. Sincerely, Hector.
Ooh. I wonder what he needs my help for. Well, it's not like I'm not gonna have free time. Oh, why not? And I go ahead and tear up the letter.
Immediately, you're taken from your laboratory and you land outside of the museum.
Ooh.
Another one.
I turn around and see who it is. Who are you?
There's no one standing there.
Oh, it's a voice. Okay.
Look up here.
Oh. All right, I look.
You see the two gargoyle statues kind of looking down at you. Hello there.
Hi. Who are you?
I'm Chloris, and this is Minrathus.
Wait, what? We have the same name?
Wow, ain't that interesting?
Interesting. Never met another Chloe before. Mind if I call you Chloe?
Sure.
So what am I doing here?
Well, this is the Society of Magical Control. And you, my fair lady, are a mage.
A mage? That can't be right.
Well, most who enter here rarely ever know that they are, So go on in and you'll have your answers given to you.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'll go ahead and walk where I need to walk in.
Meanwhile, down by the New York City docks, we have our final member,
Huh?
one who's already a resident of the New York City boroughs. Lux, would you like to describe your character?
Sapphire is a fairly tall, like 6 feet tall, just human-looking woman with long blonde hair. The only like weird thing about her on the surface is like she has rose gold freckles all over her face and chest and arms. But other than that, she looks pretty normal.
Good. Now, you're currently waiting for your best friend Sasha to arrive so that the two of you can go to lunch. But she's suspiciously late.
I mean, isn't she always late? I'm just waiting at my witchcraft shop, my metaphysical store that just has tarot cards and sage and all of the crystals that you can ever imagine. Waiting for Sasha to show up. Traffic is horrible. As always, it's New York. The people from Jersey came over, and they're clogging up the streets.
I mean, yeah, that's what we do.
Exactly. Just getting in everybody's way. So I'm perfectly fine waiting.
The bell above your door tingles, and in walks a tall, very conventionally attractive man, blonde hair, spiked up, and he's wearing a suit, but it has deep red lapels. And on his right hand is a solid gold embroidered metal glove with a bright purple stone on the top of his hand.
A little audacious, don't you think?
He's gonna look over at you. Make a perception check.
Okay. 14. Why did it? Hold on. I thought I turned that off. It rolled with advantage.
Just re-roll when you get a chance.
I. No change.
No change?
Yeah.
Okay. There's something very kind of familiar about this man. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something in his face that kind of draws you in a little bit.
So, what are you here for?
I'm wondering if you do anything with the gods.
Which gods? There's a lot.
Bane.
I haven't spoken to that one, but I can get in contact if you need me to.
Oh no, you misunderstand. I don't need to be able to speak to him. I already do.
Good for you.
You know, it's very sad when one of my children isn't able to speak with him.
I don't have a dad. I don't care if I have a dad.
That's
I'm
fair.
good. So I'm not sure if you saw or not, but I did have the closed sign on the door.
Must have missed it.
Because I'm kind of waiting for my friend, and we're going to lunch in a few minutes. So if you want to buy anything, hurry up.
See his eyes kind of move down your face and rest on a bright purple gem on your neck. For someone who doesn't worship Bane, you certainly have his crystal.
You mean the crystal, the amethyst crystal that my mom gave me?
Yes.
I have a bunch of those right here. I hold up a jar of amethyst crystals that look almost identical to the crystal I'm wearing.
Seems you are touched by him.
I would hope I'm not. I'm a lesbian.
Quite amusing you are. What's your name?
Sapphire.
I'm Saphir. Pleasure.
You look a little too white to have that name, but okay.
As is the life of an Azamar.
A what now?
Azamar. Loosely believed to be born child of a god. Much like yourself.
Oh, you escaped from the psych ward. Okay, I'll call the guys to come get you.
Some bit.
You'll have to find some pretty powerful men to subdue me.
Don't worry, I know somebody.
The door is going to open, and Sasha's going to walk in.
Sasha, you might want to wait outside. There's a weirdo in here.
Make an insight check.
Oh shit.
No.
No.
Yeah, my insight said no.
Your insight said no. What did you get?
An 11.
Okay. I'll allow you, excuse me. I'll allow you to roll with advantage because you know Sasha.
17.
Much better. You actually see her route to the spot, and she stares up at this van, and there is a look of horror, fear, but also admiration on her face.
Girl, don't tell me you joined another cult.
Just gonna shake herself out of it. Don't worry, Sasha. I just came to meet your friend. Excuse me.
Sun
Gonna
badge.
turn and walk out.
Sun badge.
Okay.
Sasha's finally going to take a breath. What did he say?
That he was the child of a god, and I'm a child of a god.
She's
And
gonna whip around at you.
girl, are you off your meds again?
Look, you always assume that I'm off my meds.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Because I'm a human, and that guy was obviously a human too. And the way he was talking,
Girl, how many humans do you know who have rose gold freckles?
fuck, I don't know. I've seen weirder.
No one does.
I've seen weirder.
She's gonna look at you. And what am I, a toaster?
Yes, I don't fucking know.
I told you I'm a tiefling. And yet you seem to completely miss the fact I have horns and that my skin is blue.
Baby girl, you just look like a black woman to me.
Pinch the bridge of her nose.
Oh my god.
Then explain the horns.
I'm gonna be so real. Sapphire cannot see the horns.
You really cannot see these.
No. I keep telling you, you don't have horns. You're not blue.
And here I thought Saphir showing up was going to actually indoctrinate you. Okay.
I knew it. You're in another cult. You're in another cult. Okay. I'm calling your mom.
She's not going to do anything about it. She's the one who introduced me to Saphir.
Oh, your mom's in a cult too. Great.
Sorry. Sorry.
Look, I can't take you myself, but there's a place you need to go. And I need you to trust me.
Okay.
It's gonna grab a part of your receipts and an address. Look, go here, ask for Gertie.
Isn't this just a fucking museum, a musty-ass museum or some shit?
To people outside of our world, yes, it is just a museum. But to people like us, I promise you, it's not.
Okay, things are getting a little weird. I think you need to go talk to your therapist. Go take a nap.
Are you going to trust me or not?
Fine, but I'm not coming to another cult meeting with you. I learned my lesson last time with Scientology.
Okay, that one was a mistake. I stupidly decided to do one of their stupid courses. And I'm still getting mail for it.
Yeah, me too. I've moved 3 times.
Look, I promise you, this is important to me.
Fine.
And I want to make sure you're okay.
Fine. I'll go.
Thank you.
Now, are we going to lunch or what?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I want to try this new sushi place. And I'm gonna lock up the store. We're gonna go to the sushi place.
Are you gonna go right to the museum afterward?
No, I'm going back to work afterward.
Said fuck it.
Well, yeah, it's expensive keeping a store open, especially in New York.
Fuck yeah.
Fair.
I'll go after work, after our normal sales day is ended.
Okay. Then let's go with the two that are currently at the museum. Chloe, you end up arriving shortly after Ming Yao does, and you two are standing in the center of this room. Got posters for various exhibits, but there's something a little off about it. Almost like the pictures wobble back and forth.
Peanut.
Use my- Stop. Don't you backsass me.
It's
Yep. That's our son. Noisy little bastard.
looking for food. Obviously, looking for food. Screw the pictures on the wall. Food.
Just like Peanut.
Oh boy.
You're gonna hear soft feet on the stairs, and from the upstairs gallery, you're gonna see a very short, red-headed woman. She is maybe 3 feet tall. She's wearing a very pretty blue and pink sundress and little slipper shoes. There. How can I help you today?
Hi. I was randomly sent here by a guy named Hector saying that he needed help and said that I was and someone by the door said I was age, so I'm pretty confused.
And then she's gonna look over at me. And you?
I just wanted food.
Were you getting letter as well?
I ripped the letter as soon as I was promised food.
Don't worry, I'll bring you to food. My name is Selena. Come with me. He's gonna turn and lead you up the stairs.
Not to me. I swear to God.
Christ, sister. I will get food, right?
You will get food, I promise.
Thank you.
I'll comfort me. Don't worry, you'll get your food. I'm Chloe, by the way.
I'm sorry. It's just been so rough. I barely have any money to get here, and now I have to trust this weird stuff about magic. I don't know. I just want food. I just wanted food. That's all I wanted.
See the
They'll probably have a big piece.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, they'll probably have a big piece for us.
You
But it
don't
doesn't
think
take too
so?
long. I think so. If it's a place of magic, they better have 3 buffets.
The Selena is gonna step over to a wall that's just made of marble, and she's gonna tap on it 3 times, and suddenly the wall turns into a door and opens up.
Oh God.
Oh.
I'm
That's
gonna step
different.
on through and wait for you to enter behind her.
Mate cautiously enters behind her.
Gonna shut the door, and you're stepping into a beautifully ornate library with walls stacked 3 levels high of nothing but old tomes. Along the floor is a banquet table of various sandwiches and fruits and vegetables and drinks.
Megan is crying in happiness now. I'm in heaven. She
Grab as much food as you need.
Thank you, Miss Angel. Runs to the table and starts eating. Slowly eating so she does not get an upset stomach.
I'm just sitting here sending gifts.
I see that. And this is what my looks like.
Let me introduce another person that's joined our collective. This is Azriel. Azriel, this is Cloris and Mania.
Oh. Well, hello there, both of you.
This morning.
Nice to meet you, Chloe. And Meng. Very nice to meet both of you. I'm just gonna kind of like whisper under my breath. I'm gonna be like, hey, Ty, can you get a read off either of these guys? Because I can't tell anything.
They haven't awakened to their powers yet.
That's weird. All right.
It's not uncommon for the society to bring in non-magical people. For them to bring them in so hastily, something must be very wrong.
True statement.
Here, I'll throw up Flores for you.
Oh, thank you. I was getting ready to drop into my computer. I'll save it.
Did Peanut just woof again?
Yes, the wolf will be pretty.
Here's Azrael.
Wait.
I keep sending it in my stat block. I'm an idiot.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm like, Nick, you're sending gifts? I don't see them.
Same.
Now I see why. Oopsie.
Go ahead and have a seat. And Miss Che will be in a minute with Gertie and Hector.
So
I go grab some food.
I'm just sitting there just munching on like deli meats and stuff. I'm just munching and leaning back. I'm also looking at my deck of cards. So you two honestly don't know why you're here?
No, not at all. I'm very confused.
Megan finally out of her sadness is like, I honestly forgot what was in the content of the letter. I just wanted food.
God. Well, first off, this is going to be really strange for you, and I just throw out my hand with my cards, and my cards start circling me. And I go, I'm a mage, just like you two. But what you guys do, that will be determined when your powers awaken. which will be really cool. And I just hold out my hand and all the cards stack back into my hand.
Ooh, can you do that again?
Sure can. And I do it again, and the cards just circling me. Just like...
Question.
Yes.
What are the purpose of the cards?
This is how I cast my spells.
Okay, why cards?
Really easy to carry and don't have to memorize a whole lot of things if needed. And all the magic that would be usually put into a tome that I need. I have the tome on me, but I have to pull it out every single time I need to use the spells. They're all right here on a card. My magic comes. This is the catalyst of my magic, and everything is literally written into these cards. I can even do something as simple as this, and I go ahead and throw out. 1 second. I throw out the ace of diamonds, and you see a raven appear on the table. This is Tiki. This is my raven.
Is this real? I go ahead and try to poke it.
The bird just looks at you.
The bird looks at you. It's like, excuse me.
Sorry, I just didn't know if you're real. I didn't know.
Do not be rude. Do not be rude, Tiki. They don't know better.
Trying to poke me.
I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were real.
Could have asked.
She doesn't know that you talk either.
I could be hallucinating. You don't know how much I have not eaten, drink, or slept. So I don't know how the hell I'm alive.
I'm gonna push over a small plate of peeled grapes, and I'm gonna be like, "Here, Tiki. Here's your meal."
It's gonna start pecking at it.
Does he like strawberry?
Tiki likes anything fruit-like. And then when we go outside, I let him hunt where he wants, but
You're gonna see
Strawberry.
you're gonna hear another door open, and out comes what can only be described as an early 2000s goth. Crepe pants, halter top, fishnet overshirt, scene hair, makeup.
do you have the floofy scene hair?
Yes, that is floofy.
Does it have feathers
Yeah,
in it?
that's my trip pants.
Yep.
Dear God.
They're typing away on their phone as they walk in. Grab a sandwich, start munching on it.
Damn, I want those pants.
They're gonna look up at you. Oh, great. We have visitors.
Oh, great.
Gertie! Get out here!
Ooh.
Okay. Jess, is Gertie based on Guardy O'Brien?
No.
That. Okay.
Is Lux here? Or is Lux not here?
I'm here. Hello.
No, I'm saying I meant in like actual D&D there.
Not yet. I don't think.
I
No, I haven't
that's
turned
what
on
I'm
yet.
guessing. That's what I'm guessing as well. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Lux is not there?
Yeah, Lux is not there.
Okay. Because I didn't want to be rude and ignore her. Or him, I don't know. Could be wrong.
I am they them.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Character is a she, her.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Lux. I didn't want to be rude.
You are good.
You're gonna see a very flamboyant guy come sweeping out. He's wearing a shawl made of like gossamer, and he's got a pair of strappy heels on.
God.
Is
he friendly?
Queer.
Very. He's got like bright glittery makeup all over his face. And he walks over to the goth and just swats his arm. Zio, I swear you are the coolest person. What? Gertie of course didn't tell me that anyone was showing up. And I'm sure Hector didn't tell you. Actually, Hector did tell me. Why is it that I get the fucking bubblehead? Because you're the one that's able to do her job. Gonna see CL. They're going to walk to the other side of the room and lean against the table. The flamboyant one is going to turn to all of you. Hi there, I'm Damien. Nice to meet you.
Greetings.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Flo. What the fuck is going on?
Well, we are the assistants to the gods of time, earth, and the sun. We're here to help you out whenever you need. Since the gods tend to be busy with their own business. You're gonna see Selena come back out, and followed behind her are three people. One is a very strong, powerful man. Thick beard, bald head, and he's very salt of the earth.
Damn. I mean, that's
Damn.
I am the father.
I get you one. Behind him is a much shorter elf woman who is more than likely a holdover from the 1970s. So
Damn.
she's dressed very hippie-like with a flowing skirt, a peasant halter top.
Are you
And the hair all the way down
describing
her
Sarah
ankles.
Urban?
nice.
Shut up.
Nice.
She has bright purple hair all the way down to her ankles.
Nice. Cool.
But behind them is probably the most imposing figure. Easily 6'6". This woman has sharp black hair and A-line cut. She's wearing a full set of white armor. She steps out from behind them and steps right over to the fireplace. Welcome. I am Shay, Mage of Time. And you've been brought here for a very special purpose. We currently have a former champion of New York that has chosen to follow the dark side. You're gonna see the hippie girl kind of giggle to herself a little bit. Shay's gonna look over at her. You have something funny to say, Gertie? I always just find it funny when you're so serious.
Oh.
Shay's gonna immediately stare at you, Chloe.
Oh. What did I do?
I don't like blood hunters in my chambers. But
Wait, who the fuck's talking to me?
That's fucking rude.
Which one?
It's the one that. It's the one by the fireplace.
Ah, okay.
I don't like blood hunters in my chamber, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Damn.
I guess cry about it. I don't know what to say.
You're suddenly going to see the flames behind her glow until they're no longer moving. Do you really want to test me, Blood Hunter?
I mean, I didn't start this. You're the one that looked at me and said something crazy.
You seem to find amusement. Lighten up, Shay.
Yeah, lighten up, Shane. You don't have to overcompensate.
You know how I hate to agree with Gertie. The older man speaks. But now is not the time to be flexing one's magical ability. Suddenly the fire comes back to life.
Huh.
Yes, exactly.
Shoot, I was just minding my business, and she said something to me. Like, what?
Ming's just like nodding along.
Why don't I take it from here, Che? You can go sit next to Selena. And Che's going to give her a glare before walking over to the shorter woman.
And I wave at her like, bye.
Gertie's going to step over. Hi, I'm Gertie. I'm the Mage of Earth. Pleased to meet you all.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I hope you've enjoyed the fruits of our labor. It's going to gesture to the table of food. We apologize for pulling you out of your lives so abruptly.
No worries. I'm just confused as to how in the fuck we're in this world right now.
See, the way that it is, what you believe is the world is actually the... How do I put this? It's been so long since we've had to have this speech. World is composed of umbral magic. Your world is based on raw umbra. And the raw umbra stops you from being able to see umbral magic.
I'm gonna raise my hand really quick.
Yes, Asriel.
Dumb it down for them so they don't feel confused. They are way not ready for this.
For someone who was raised with umbral magic, you're hardly one to speak.
Oh.
Okay?
All right.
We're just getting all the shade.
Well, Ming's just eating. Keep your head up.
While you haven't awakened your ability, soon you will be. And your magic is going to be required to help us stop a dangerous threat to our city. Hector? There was a fourth champion that had joined with us when we were young. His name is Saphir. A very powerful paladin. But long ago he decided that he didn't want to join us on our path and decided to make his own. And now we fear that he is trying to become a god of his own, a god of chaos.
Oh.
Typical villain arc. Okay. Ming says while chewing.
I will say, considering he is a child of Bane, it's not surprising that he would follow his father into his footsteps. As an Azamar, there was some question about whether it was safe to bring him into the fold. But at the time, we all believed in him. We believed that he wanted to do good for this world instead of tyranny and corruption. But instead, he's now created a cult. Specifically of mages who have strayed from the path. And by sacrificing them to his machinations, he's created an army of revenants. Not yet undead beings that are much more powerful than their previous mage selves. You all weren't chosen at random. You were chosen because of your potential. It's going to look at Azrael, one who was chosen because of the spirit that lives within him and his own magical acuity. Going to look at Chloris, one whose own blood hunter ability allows her to create mutagens. And then he's going to look at me. And a sorceress has the ability to bend reality to her will. Soon you will be granted your abilities. How that happens, I don't know. But soon you will be finding that out.
Can we say that I just arrived in the middle of the speech?
Sure. Why not? There's a knock at the wall. Damien's going to get up and walk over and open it. Yes?
I was told to ask for Gertie.
Yes, come in.
I'm just gonna walk in.
I want everyone here to make an insight check.
Including me?
Yes, including you.
Nunny.
Okay, so we add the modifier to our dice roll.
Nat 20! Nice!
Oh, dang!
I got a 24.
Very nice.
Yay! Woo!
I know everything.
14.
And yes, you add your insight modifier to it.
Inside modifier makes it
So
20.
it's the 3, not the 1.
Yeah, it's whatever it says right next to insight.
Okay, I just want to make sure. 18.
18 for you, Bree.
Yep.
And Nick.
I got 14.
Okay. Nick, you don't know boo about what's going on.
Good shit.
Bree, you notice on Gertie's face, she goes pale white.
Lady, are you okay? Your face is super pale.
Natsumi and Lux, you both see Hector and Chang react. Hector's jaw goes tight, and Chang immediately stands up straighter the minute you walk in.
Hello.
What? Biggest just looking around like, why is everyone so...
Who are you? Chase speaks.
Friend of mine told me to come here, knock on the wall, ask for Gertie. I was supposed to do it after lunch. I'm Sapphire Shine. Yes, I know that's a stripper name.
Hey, no judging. No judging here.
Chell's literally going to roll his eyes. If you didn't say it, I was.
Hey, I'm not the one who named me.
Chell's gonna walk over to you. Who told you to come here?
My friend Sasha, who she keeps saying she's a tiefling and that she's blue and has horns, but she's just a black woman. I'm convinced she's insane. Some dude showed up earlier in my shop and was saying some crazy shit too. I think he's from Jersey. Fuck. Something way too interesting for a white guy like him.
He's trying to remember by coughing.
Xavier, Save, fuck, I don't know. Something with a Z, sound.
Zephyr.
Yeah, that's it.
And he came to you.
Yeah, he showed up at my shop earlier.
Trey's gonna turn to Hector and Gertie. Worse than I feared. Sit down.
He was talking some crazy shit about him being half god and that I'm also part god.
I said sit down.
Okay, calm down, lady.
She's been that way to everyone. Knock on wood, not me yet.
Whatever. I'm just gonna sit down.
Oh shit, my laptop's gonna die.
No, plug it in. No.
I gotta I have to get going soon because I do have a doctor's appointment in the morning.
That's fine.
I'll
It would
always
seem that
switch ties.
Zephyr. It would seem that Zephyr is also planning his own moves. What did he say specifically?
Well, I was telling you that before you rudely interrupted me, but now you want whatever. He was saying that he is the child of a god, and that I am also the child of the same god. And he said that he's an Asmar, whatever the fuck that is. And he was pointing at my necklace. Even this is just a normal fucking amethyst, okay? I run a witchcraft store.
Ooh, cool.
They're like not hard to come by. They're like one of the cheapest rocks to buy. But he said it's a shame that I can't talk to my father. I don't fucking care. Yeah.
Girl,
Gertie's gonna walk over to you. May I?
Don't do anything weird, but sure.
She's gonna gently lift the stone. You see her hand begins to shake. Stone of Bane.
Yeah, that's the fucking guy he said was my dad.
Gonna look at you. You can clearly see there's fear in her eyes.
What? Is he in a cult?
He is the cult.
God damn it. I knew Sasha was in a cult again. God fucking.
It's not just any cult, though. It's a dangerous one that could destroy New York as we know it. He plans to open a rift into the world of demons and abominations.
why?
He wants to become a god himself, but specifically in that realm.
I thought you said he already was a god.
Not yet, but he wants to be.
Oh. So he's proud power tripping. Okay.
He wants to wipe us out as well, so that only he holds the power over New York.
Why couldn't he?
His father is the reason. Bane is the god of corruption and conquer. Because of us, we were able to stem the tide of his rifts. But with his revenant followers, he's going to have more power on his side this time. He's also had much longer to plan. You said your friend is a part of this cult?
Yep.
Your friend is in a great deal of danger. And
Well,
she's
I'm gonna go
gonna
shoot somebody. Yes. I'm gonna go shoot somebody now.
You won't be able to. Zephyr is far too strong for you.
There it goes. Okay. There goes my laptop.
Oh, rip.
No. Well, we can end it here for the night. It's actually a good stopping place. So let me just turn off the streaming. So what y'all think?
Hold on.
Hold on.